Hey guys, Filthy Hacker here. I'm gonna do another commentary. I haven't done one in a couple days, so that's what I'll be doing. And I've had a very, very busy past couple of days. Stuff with girl problems, so I guess that's what we'll talk about. I've had to do this once before where I've had to talk to a girlfriend's uh, dad. Actually, yeah, I talked to a girl's dad. It was great. Not and I've had to do it before, and this time I kind of knew how to handle some things and stuff like that, how to make it a little bit easier on him, and it's not like I haven't been through it before, but this time, I mean, it's gonna be different circumstances. And what was happening was I was seeing this girl. It was great for a while. We were happy, and it's just I don't really talk to anybody in my school. I don't unless you mean something to me. I don't care about you. I don't talk to you, but for some reason people don't like me anyways. I don't know why, but they just don't. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know. I don't say anything about anybody. I don't talk to anybody. But that's not the thing that I died. And anyways, but people just don't like me. And her friends, she's got a lot of friends. She's a popular girl. She doesn't want anybody not liking her, and she hurt nobody. None of her friends did, and I didn't really find it to be a problem at first. I mean, it's not like we ever hung out with them or anything. We were always hanging out one-on-one, going back to her place, and you know what happens. And it was great. It was good. It was good for a while, but then we would always get feelings for each other, but not at the same time. She'd get feelings for me, and then I wouldn't have feelings for her, so she'd deny her feelings for me and kind of just forget about it. And then the same thing would happen with me. It'd just go off and on, off and on, off and on. We never got feelings for each other at the same time. I never actually got true feelings for her until the last time, and that's when shit went wrong. She would act like, I mean, she did. She wanted to have a relationship with me, but she was also scared at the same time. So we would hang out, and everything's always fine when we're face to face, but then when we're texting or when we're not with each other, that's when all of it went to hell. And she would tell her friend, because her friends knew we were hanging out, and her friends would always bitch at her. So what she would do is she would lie to her friends about me, and stay on their side of things, say I was a fucking creep and shit like that. And it really hurts. And I told her, and I said, go ahead, say whatever you want, because I completely understand. You want your friends over me. And then I started getting threats, and people were trying to jump me, and that's when I said, and I'm gonna go talk to her dad. It's got to get done with. I was like, this can't go on any longer. I just wanted her to quit talking about me, stuff like that. So I took my boss's car. It's a nice car. I knew her dad was gonna be home. I went over there and knocked on the door. He wasn't there, but he came across the street, and he was at his neighbor's house. And I said, Are you so-and-so? Are you so-and-so's dad? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, hi, told him my name. And I was like, I think we need to sit down and talk about your daughter. And he looked at me, kind of, is everything alright? I was like, yeah, it's just some things need to stop. And I was like, well, it's just you and me and your daughter have been talking for maybe 5-6 months now, and we've been completely fine. Me and her are completely fine. We would have a great relationship. It wasn't for everything else going on. That's what I told him. And I told him that what she would do is, I told him about what I told you, that nobody really likes me and her friends didn't like me. I told him all about her friends and the threats and stuff like that. And I said it just needs to stop. And I said I wish there was a way for me and her to keep going on and be happy, but there's not, because of her friends. And I just told him that was, probably the best thing would be just to not talk to her, give it like a year and then try again if I'm not with somebody else by then. Which I probably will be, but I'll probably be over it by then. I don't know. But, and I told myself before I talked to him I wasn't going to say anything about smoking, drugs, sex, or alcohol. I told myself that. And, I didn't bring it up. I told myself I wasn't going to bring it up, but I also told myself I wasn't going to lie to him. And he asked me, he pretty much knew she was smoking dope already, and I was like, yeah, he already knew. He had to have known the way that he said it. And he said, "Is there anything else I need to know?" I wasn't gonna lie to him, and I kind of hesitated, and he asked me again. That's when I looked at the ground. I just kind of started. I got tears in my eyes, and I told him everything, and I could tell he wasn't too happy to hear it. But I told him everything, and after I was done talking to him, he just sat. He stood there and he stared at the ground, and I still feel like shit. You shouldn't have to give news like that to a father, especially when it's all he's got is his daughter. And but it had to be done. He had to know. I felt really bad with him not knowing what's all the shit that's going on in his daughter's life. You know, I felt like I was not in the right place. I felt like I was kind of, you know, it just didn't feel right. So he had to know. And I got back in the car. And meanwhile, he's probably wondering why I have a nice car. I took my boss's car for the time being. He's probably wondering what the hell. But yep. There you go. There you have it. And I got in the car. I left. I pulled over the side of the road, puked because of anxiety, and then went home. That was it. We talk a little bit now. She's kind of hesitant, and she says meeting me was the best and the worst thing that's ever happened to her. And that's my story, you guys. See you later.